Our job is to look after children, and that has to focus on joy. Young people are removed from their families often for because they've had to experience extremely difficult things. But there's also a big job for us just to make sure that they get a childhood. Juno was born out of some work that Capacity did back in 2020, where we were trying to look at how do we get better outcomes for children in care. Lots of young people at that point in time from the city region were living in homes that were miles away from the people that they loved, people that they care about, and often living in homes where outcomes weren't fantastic for them, and it was costing local authorities, a really kind of high cost. So Juno really is born out of this kind of question about how do we deliver really, really high quality care for our children that give them happy and healthy childhoods and adult lives, but also that mean that from a local authority perspective, there's a really, it's kind of beneficial from a cost point of view, that we're keeping more children local and close to the people that they care about, and using a not-for-profit business model as well, so that the drivers for us as an organisation are really about quality and reinvested in children and our staff.
This was Juno's first home, opened in May 2023, and Juno are providing residential homes for children in the Liverpool city region. So it's about keeping children local. We provide a really caring and nurturing environment. So anything that you would get in a regular home, a regular family, it's exactly the same. We can support children that have experienced lots of different abuse, trauma. It could be that for whatever reason they can't live with family. Every child is completely individual and come from a variety of different backgrounds and circumstances and things that have happened in their life that have put them in care. It's all about making the children the most important person in the room. So we are regularly celebrating everything that they do. We support all aspects of their lives, but we do lots of fun things. The children are really invested in what they want to do, fun things. So we're always out and about, or if we're in the house, we've lots of games. Two of the children that live here at the moment, both love chess. We're always, encouraging them to just have fun. It's about bringing joy, and it's about, making living here as positive and as joyful as it possibly can be. Our experts by experience, they've lived the life of being in care, so they know what works well and they know what didn't work well for them. So from the get-go, they've been instrumental in setting up of Juno.
I'm an expert by experience with Juno, and our role is to make sure that the child's point of view and the lived experience of people within the care system is taken into account when we're making decisions about the care that we give. It often takes just one person to believe in a care experienced person, and then they'll go on to do great things. So we have a Dare to Dream plan in place now, which means how are we setting up a situation where when they turn 18 they can travel the world, or they want to go to uni and then take a gap year, they can take a gap year. So what can we do to make sure that it's not just that's it when they turn 21 and they might not be in educational training or whatever. The point of having one of the experts by experience, and it's making sure that things are going the way that we want them to go, and then we're not forgetting about the people at the heart of it, really. And I think it's a beautiful way to work.
It's a difficult job. It's a stressful job. It's a hard job, but when you see a child who comes to live here and they've been let down so many times, they don't trust people, when that turns around, and you've got a child who wouldn't let you within their kind of close to their space when they first came, coming up to you and asking to give you a hug or just giving you a hug, and it's seeing the change in the children. That's why I love it so much.
Our staff are really focused on making sure that these kids get to be kids as well as prepare for what's to come in the future for them.